Hi everyone, let's take a look at the following example. Solve for x using completing the square. Step number 1, if you think about x squared minus 6x plus 8 equal to 0, the first step is to factor. And in this case, since there's a 1 in front of x squared, factoring is done. Step 2, you have to look at the number in front of x, which is going to be negative 6 in this case, and you have to do the following. Divide that number by 2, and you're going to square the answer. So again, if I grab a different color, this number is negative 6. I'm going to take negative 6 divided by 2. When I do that, negative 6 divided by 2 is going to be negative 3. Then I'm going to take that answer and square it. Negative 3 times negative 3 is going to be 9. So what happens is I'm going to add and subtract 9. Now, why does this make sense? Because when you look at the first trinomial, you're always going to get a perfect square. So in this case, it's going to be x minus 3 quantity square. Negative 1 or negative 9 plus 8 is negative 1, which I can write like that. Now I can isolate for x minus 3 quantity square, bring the negative 1 to the right, which is positive 1. The opposite of squaring something is to find the square root. So don't forget the plus and minus sign. And of course, on the left, you're going to get x minus 3. On the right, you're going to get plus or minus 1. So there are two cases. In the first case, x minus 3 is going to be 1. In the second case, x minus 3 is going to be negative 1. This means the first answer is going to be x equal to 1 plus 3 is going to be 4. And the second answer, if you bring negative 3 to the other side, that's going to be 3 minus 1, and that's going to be 2. Now, how do we know we're doing it right? So I'm going to over-deliver. I'm going to show you how to get perfect. You have to spend 1 extra minute. I invite every single one of you to double check. Double check means I'm going to take 4 and I plug it back to the left-hand side. What happens? On the left-hand side, I get 4 squared minus 6 times 4 plus 8. You can do mental math. You can grab a calculator. 4 squared minus 6 times 4 plus 8 is going to be 16 minus 24 plus 8, which is exactly the same as the right-hand side. Likewise, I grab the second number and I plug it back to the left-hand side. If x is going to be 2, that's going to be 2 squared minus 6 times 2 plus 8. Again, 4 minus 12 plus 8 is going to be 0, exactly the same as the right-hand side. If this video is adding value to Math Life, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. I hope this makes sense.